buddy, you name it. I've slept outside. I've taken showers. I've taken baths in ice cold baths. I've been watched masturbate. I've been stripped butt naked and ran down roads. I've been beaten. My stepdad once designed a paddle to beat me with, and then it broke over my ass.
Wasn't good.
And I roasted him for it.
Bad design.
I was like, yeah, you're a master carpenter, my ass. You didn't master that paddle, dude. And then he went in there and made a new paddle, and that one did not break.
Yeah, the paddle is the easiest thing to make. Don't you just need like a steel rod and wood?
Yeah, but basically you just need wood and, a little bit of ambition.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a very rudimentary design.
Yeah, it's so funny that he was like, I'll fucking show you.
He's sanding it.
Yeah, he has to put on goggles, but I'll fucking show this fucking motherfucker.
Family bring joy. Childhood destroyed. Hey, it's Tammy's boy. Tammy's boy. Tammy's boy. Hey, it's Tammy's boy.
Tammy's Boy Podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. Jon Carden is not a licensed therapist. He is just a friend.
Hey, everybody. Welcome on into Tammy's Boy. You know me. I'm John, and I had the crazy childhood. Things happened to me, Like one time, I got caught masturbating by my second step grandpa to a porn parody called "The Hills Have Thighs," and yes, I came. So that's why I do the podcast. We have fun here. We talk about parents, and we do a lot of fun things. But first, before we get into it, my producer, Mr. Colt Garrett.
How in the hell are we doing, everybody? We got a great episode for you today. As always, you can find the full video on YouTube and Spotify. Please make sure that wherever you're watching it or listening to it, you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, whatever you can do, because we got a lot more stories coming your way, and we want to make them bigger and better for you, but we can't do it without your help. So anything you guys can do, we appreciate it. That's enough out of me. John, tell the people who we got on the couch today.
We got my buddy, dude. Fucking, he's tours with Shane Gillis, opens for Shane. He's all over the country. Does Optimum Noctis. You're a producer on Matt and Shane, right?
Yes.
And yeah, it's LeMaire Lee, everybody.
Thank you. You got okay. As a producer, this is just my note.
Please,
you guys should do that at the end. How do you know it's going to be a great ep?
Yeah, I just know.
Because we've already been sitting here talking for 30 minutes, and both of us been laughing heavily. It's been fun.
Pretty drunk already. I only need one beer.
I love that.
No.
You're the first guest to request booze. If it makes you feel any better.
I feel okay. Not to go behind the curtain or whatever they say, but like it's a little late. It's like 9 p.m. And to be
I'm
fair,
drinking coffee.
It's a night owl podcast.
I started boozing a little bit before. I forgot you didn't drink, so I was like, John has beer for sure. So I could have stopped, got gas, got some booze, came back. I should have.
It's fair to look at me and assume I drink. You know what I mean? Especially the more you know about me, the more you're like, yeah, he's probably an alcoholic.
Or was.
3 divorces before he was 24.
3 divorces, dude?
Yeah.
What happened?
2 women.
Did you marry?
No.
Twice?
No, he's the one that got away.
Is she still around?
I haven't talked about her on the podcast yet.
Is she still around?
I just showed you a picture.
From her recently?
That,
you said 26 a couple years ago.
I mean, the pictures of her recently, she doesn't look as good. So I wanted to show you, give you perspective as to when that happened. When that happened.
Come back any moment.
No, you got to see her now. She's kind of old and withered.
Dude, she'd still give you the best John you ever got in your whole life.
Probably, dude. I'm not going to lie. Maybe here's the thing. I didn't tell that story yet. Yeah. So it's like,
I'm sorry.
No, people have no idea what we're talking about.
Maybe you need to give a recap. I don't know.
But all right, I'll tell the story again.
Yeah.
I mean,
tell it.
It's John's virginity story, and it's very white trash.
I can tell you mine after if you want. It's very different.
Okay, fuck it. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
This is the first time on Tammy's Boy Podcast history that we're starting with virginity stories. So you're welcome, everybody, for this. We're not even going to make you subscribe to the Patreon for this. This is free. All right. So my mom had left my second stepdad, Randy, and we had moved in with this lady named, and she was living in this old farmhouse. And most of her kids had been taken from her. I'm not gonna say why, because the story is dark and twisted and messed up. And one day I will tell it on this podcast. But I'm gonna have to get a lawyer before I tell the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
you
there
don't
was
want to get in trouble.
Some stuff that happened. I changed some names. But anyway, yeah. Actually, scratch. We're gonna call her Veronica from now on.
Okay, we got it.
Cool. All right. Well, Veronica was my mom's friend, and she owned a farmhouse, and so we went to stay with her for a little bit while my mom found us a new place after my stepdad. And this is right when my mom's disability hit. That's why she was able to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we go stay with
the check, not
check, yeah.
not her like inability to do stuff.
No.
Yeah, but the check.
She could go. She went on vacation in Cabo like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, dude, you hit me with that. Was a black explanation.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, how was she able to afford that? You're like, disability. That was a black explanation. I needed that.
So we go stay with Veronica, and I'm laying on the couch. Veronica lays down, and her kid is like right there in front of us. And I've known her kid for a long time, and to where this is all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a buddy, man. She used to like, when I was younger, like I'd be at the pool or something, and she would come over, and she would like comment like, wow, you're growing up quick and stuff like that.
She's like your hog, dude.
So was there grooming? Was there grooming? We don't know if Veronica groomed me or not. I know that she got really flirty with me when I was underage.
Here's the question. Did you feel good or did you blush?
Both. Both. You know what I mean? I was taken aback. I was flattered. Of course. I mean, an older lady is showing a younger man attention, you know?
With her boobs out?
Yeah. So she lays down and I'm 17, man. And she lays down and she does the wiggle butt thing that women do. And I got aroused and a thing happened. And then the next morning she asked me if anything happened. And I said no, because she acted like she didn't remember it. Apparently, I found out later, that was a little bit of a defense mechanism. Because years later...
It was a ruse.
Maybe a year and a half later, my mom is going out of town, and she's going to West Virginia to see one of the guys she met. And I somehow ended up at place, or Veronica's place. Scratch that. I somehow ended up at Veronica's place. And one thing she said to me was, did we do something that night? And I said, no. And she goes, I know the truth. And I'm like, well, then, yeah, we did something. And she goes, do you want to do something again? And I said, yeah.
Yeah, you know the truth.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
I'm a
Um,
man.
Bust right now.
Right? And so she gave me fellatio on the couch with her kids upstairs. And then she ended up watching us for a week, where she came over and we just kind of hooked up for the week. And then something she did kind of bothered me. She brought her boyfriend over and she banged him in my mom's bed after me and her had been hooking up. And that bothered me. So
Oh, she's just a nympho.
So in a petty moment, I snitched on her the second my mom came back. I was like, Tammy, you won't believe what this whore did. She fucked her boyfriend in your bed, Tammy. And Tammy, then Veronica came in there in my room crying and was like, she's my only friend. You can't do this. And I'm like, too bad, Veronica. What's done is done. And that was it. That was the last time I saw Veronica.
Oh, nice. That's not
the
nice,
lady that took
but-
my virginity.
Yeah.
Scorched earth policy.
Yeah, for sure,
Damn.
dude. You went full Israel.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Dude, one of my favorite quotes from that was like one of the ladies that are Department of Defense or whatever. She
Yeah.
goes, if America does not want to send us money for spark mobs, fine. Then we will make dumb bombs and kill more people. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady. Oh my God.
What a
That's a direct quote.
she knows how to get money.
That's a direct quote. All right, so how did you lose your virginity?
Oh, well, I was gonna say none of my mom's friends ever tried to fuck me.
All of my mom's friends
That's
tried to.
crazy. It sucks.
I was cougar bait, dude.
Damn, dude, I wish. My mom, I think my mom
Did your mom
wasn't-
have hot friends?
I don't know. Sometimes, like, she worked a lot. She was mostly at work and then go home, and then she'd hang out with her friend. She had a couple friends. There was Darletta. She really only hung out with Darletta. And you know how girls have friends for like 2 weeks and then they never...
You never talked to them
yeah,
again?
she had a lot of those. Like, nobody she'd ever, like, introduce us to, really. Except like when their friends had kids, and she'd be like, "You go play with them so that we can play." So that we can hang out, not play, but adult play or whatever. Whatever adult hanging out is.
Play.
Yeah, it's playing. Adult playing. Hanging out is adult playing.
Yeah. So how did you lose the V?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't. I was grown. I was like I was 10 years your senior.
Oh.
I was a full grown man. Before this, I had like a lady I was seeing, but she died, so I had to figure that out.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. That's a whole different story. But we don't have to talk about that. Let's talk about the other thing. Then I was on Tinder. I was going on dates and stuff, and then there's this one girl. Well, there was this one person I went on a date with, and I read the profile or whatever, but it was just like said I'm trans or whatever, but it was like when I saw the picture, I was like, that lady doesn't look trans.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fake, but I proceeded, and then she wasn't fake, and then or whatever, they weren't fake, and then we went on a date, and they were cool, so we went on another date. But on the second date, they had a penciled in mustache, and I was like, they're quirky. Like I didn't even pay attention to it. I just thought it was cool. I just thought she was just being artistic, like for real.
Yeah.
And then the third date, we were out, and then we went back to her place, and she was like, hello, I just started testosterone. And I was like, uh-huh. And then she's like, let's go. And I was like, okay. And we went to her room, and then their room, and then we had sex. Yeah. And then
So it was female to
come.
male?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? The cool way.
Yeah, the cool way. Yeah.
I didn't come. I pretended to come, and then she called one of my friends or one of her friends on the phone, and it connected to my car because I was letting her play Bluetooth, and I just skedaddled so I didn't hear it. Yeah.
You didn't stay to listen?
No. But then we had a fourth date.
I would have stayed to listen so quick.
No, I didn't want to listen. There was nothing good that was going to come from her saying that.
I honestly respect that. I respect that so much, man.
Yeah.
I'm too curious.
No, man.
I'd have to know.
You know what they say? Curiosity killed the cat. I don't want to
Yeah, but astonishment
die.
brought his ass back to life.
Wow.
So that you lost your. All right.
Yeah.
What was the next time after that?
It was like a couple months later, and it was a different lady who was using me for stuff, but that was all right. She was like having sex with me, which was fine.
Hey,
You
listen, there.
Good trade.
Yeah, and I didn't have anything, and she was trying to use me, and I was like, "Go ahead, I'm broke, bitch."
Use me all of
Yeah,
Use all of me.
Yeah, you're a dumbass.
I hate when they say that prostitution is the oldest profession. No,
Yeah.
prostitution is the oldest form of payment.
Yeah, yeah. They're doing that. They're doing like sex for rent in Canada. Like
Yeah.
a lady can live with a dude, but all she has to do is have sex with him, and he'll be like, "I got bills this month." It sounds like they're just fucking trying to do arranged government marriage.
Hostel hoes?
Hostile hoes. Yeah, yeah. That lady, that was fine. Then the next lady, we hooked up for
Hostel?
a while. Yeah. Then I had a girlfriend who like she asked me, she's like, "What happened with the other lady?" And I was like, "I don't know." But then she like her best friend knew the person I had sex with for the first time, and I was like, "That's too close."
Oh no! What if she was the person she called?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, time to start the podcast. This has been, Jon and LeMaire's sexual history. I hope you guys enjoyed this section of the Never Before Done on Tammy's Boy.
Might have to be a regular occurrence. I don't know. That was pretty nice.
Buddy, I don't know how much sexual history you think I have.
Yeah.
But we're gonna run out soon.
You got 30 to 40 episodes worth.
No, you think I can remember all of them? Buddy, some of them can be very brief. It's going to be like, I stumbled to the car, I came, and I stumbled out of the car.
So now you got 37.
Oh, fuck, man. It's so funny. All right, man. So let's start it off. Who raised you?
I think both parents. I don't know how to answer that because, like, my parents were together until I was 13, and then they separated. which was crazy.
Why?
Because I remember we were playing Pokemon Monopoly, and then my dad came home and my mom yelled at him, and we were like, all right, I guess we got to go upstairs, me and my brother. I was like, I don't think we should be here for this.
He was like, bitch, I was trying to buy Charizard Avenue.
No, he was coming from work, I think.
Okay.
But his job, it was tough because his job just moved to, he used to do dashboards for Saturns because we were in Detroit. He used to make dashboards for Saturns.
Yeah.
And then they made him the manager, so he started coming up. And then they like moved the job to Mexico. And
Dude, that happened in a lot of mills, man. A lot of factories. It happened in my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Like people think that was fake. No, it fucking ruined my life. And then gas started to get expensive after that. All right, never mind. Don't get me started.
No, get started. You know what I mean? Oh, I feel it. I was mad too.
Yeah.
So your dad was building dashboards for Saturn.
And my mom was she worked at a Head Start, but she was like the director of the Head Start.
Okay.
But she didn't make any money because the owner of the Head Start was stealing money, and then they had to shut down that Head Start because she got caught by the government.
Embezzling?
Yeah. So they shut down the Head Start.
So your mom was without a job for a bit?
Yeah, and then she became like, she started working at like, no, wait. I don't know what she did after that, but she was doing something she hated a lot. And then we moved to Pennsylvania, and then she became a mail lady.
Mail lady?
Yeah.
It's a good government job.
She had to retire recently, though.
It's a good government job,
It's a
dude.
nice government job, dude. She's
Good pension, too.
Yeah, I think she's good on the pension rate. They forced her to retire, so that's fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, so yeah.
Was she like door-to-door mail lady? Or?
Yeah, she was a walking mail lady.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up because she, her post office burned down, and then they made her drive an hour extra out to go get mail, and then drive it to everybody in her district, and then she have to drive back an extra hour out, and then drive like 2 hours home. And she did that every day for
Your mom had bad luck with jobs.
I know, dude. I wish she would have picked something she wants to do.
The Head Start shut down. The post office burned down.
Dude, I agree.
Yeah, that
My
was
dad's
crazy.
job moved to Mexico. Now
Yeah.
he works at my dad works at Kellogg's now.
The
Which is
cereal?
pretty cool. Yeah, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
What does he do for Kellogg's?
Just assembly line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother worked for Frito-Lay out in Arizona for a while. Yeah.
That my mom worked for Better Made in Detroit for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm blue collar, son. I'm blue collar bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm BCB,
straight
blue
up.
collar bread.
I always say it on stage. It's like I'm never not going to look like I just got through working drywall.
yeah.
Like, or I'm on my way home from buying beer. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
dude.
what I look like.
Dude, you know what's fucked up? I don't think pants with spackle on them are that bad. It's kind of cool, honestly. Spackled pants, they're
Dude,
kind of fucking cool.
It is cool, and it is a fashion.
Yeah.
And I always laughed when people would have fashion that I just had because of function.
Yeah, just from living.
Just from living.
Yeah.
Like people have paint splotches,
Yeah.
on it, and I was a painter at one
Yeah.
time. And so I remember I was working in Irwin, PA, which is right outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we were working for Miranda Holmes, this dude named Ireland Painting. I was 19 years old in West Virginia. And I'm sitting there and we had to spray and do the back rolling.
Yeah.
And so you'd have the mask on, but your eyes are still kind of open.
Yeah.
But you would have this mask all over your face from the
Spray
paint.
paint. Yeah.
And you would go home and it would literally look like, opposite of a raccoon.
You look
You
like you're
look
about
like
to go to a protest.
Yeah, straight up.
You know how Batman does the eye black?
Yeah.
You're doing black face.
It was white face. It was extremely white face. It was like
Yeah.
Casper face.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Phantom face.
Somebody see me like, is the purge tonight?
Oh fuck! I left my machete at home. Oh fuck!
Like it's the umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what happened with your parents when they split up? You were 13.
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have I have 3 brothers. 2 are on my dad's side, but we don't talk much. But I do love them.
Okay.
But we don't talk much. And then I have my little brother from my mom's side, who I love a lot, and I talk to him almost every day. Yeah.
I have my little brother from my mom, and
Yeah.
we talk all the time.
Yeah. My brother just came down like a couple weeks ago. was pretty fun having him around. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
What was did you take him around like creek and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah, and it was nice watching him like hang out. He knows how to hang.
Yeah.
He knows how to hang. He can hang.
How
He might get a little too drunk, but it helps him hang a little better. But whatever. Yeah.
how old was he when the divorce happened?
11?
11?
Yeah.
Well, who do you think it was
12.
harder on, you or him?
I don't know. I think we just dealt with we're fine.
Yeah?
Like I don't. We for some reason we move on quick.
Yeah?
Like yeah. We just
So it didn't
like,
really even bother you?
It did not bother me. It was just like I guess this is what they're doing.
Oh,
You
yeah. I
know?
mean,
like they're living their lives. They're
Yeah.
doing something. That's what they're doing. It didn't work.
you're also
out.
old enough to process it at 13. I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Like I didn't like. It wasn't like a. Well, it's because like, the thing was nothing really changed. It's because like the only thing that changed is I wasn't getting picked up by my dad as much, really.
Yeah.
You know, because like they were working a lot, and I can't. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to work a lot. So it's not like. So it wasn't really. It was just like I wasn't seeing my dad at night. So it wasn't really much of a big change. You know?
Yeah.
And that I think that made it easier.
So did your
But-
dad work second shift?
He's always a night shift guy, overnight. He
Yeah.
loves overnight. And he sleeps all day. Not all day. He sleeps during the day and he works all night. He still does.
Is he still in Detroit or did he
No,
move
he
to-
lives in Lancaster now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both of your parents ended
All
up
right,
in
Pennsylvania. Because like which was a nice thing on my dad. When my mom told him he was moving to Pennsylvania, my dad was like, I'm going to move to Pennsylvania too, so I'm not far away.
That's
Wow.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
that's
nice.
Yeah.
that's why I live here.
Yeah.
Is because my ex moved to Waco when I was living in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I needed to give Phoenix like another year or two.
Yeah.
Just because I was starting to pop as a comic
Yeah.
and I really wanted to make it a career.
Yeah.
And I'd yet to get past at like Stand Up Live and Tempe Improv. And like that I had goals.
Yeah.
And that stuff like really mattered to me.
Yeah.
And it was the first time in my life, within comedy that I actually had goals.
Yeah.
And so like I had to honor them.
Yeah.
But at the same breath, like I'm getting on a plane and I'm flying to DFW, renting a car and getting a B&B for a week and then staying in Waco and then doing that like once a month.
I was gonna say she wouldn't let you stay with her.
Buddy, I could go into why I wouldn't,
Okay.
Want
Yeah.
to?
No,
but
we
I
don't
would
have
rather
to.
not trash my
Yeah,
ex-wife.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right, dude.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. But yeah, there's a multitude of reasons that I would not want to be in that,
Yeah.
that house. So yeah, I would get a B&B and I'd go through all that, and I would do everything I could to see my kids, and then eventually it just came to the point where it's like the travel was just over encumbering.
Yeah.
It was just too much.
Yeah, because like sometimes once a month you're like, all right, but then sometimes it's like, I'm just hitting my stride where I'm at right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would but being here, being with them in Waco, like there's so many weekends with Jay, with other comics, with myself headlining that I've passed up on. And I passed up on just because I'm getting my kids that weekend.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's really a balance.
yeah,
And so the fact that your dad was willing to, move from everything, because I imagine he grew up in Detroit, right?
no, they grew up in Pennsylvania, so they're
Oh,
just
okay.
moving back home.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, they both moved back in with. My mom moved in with her mom. My dad moved in with his mom. But
So you
Yeah.
grew up with grandparents heavily in your life.
yeah, after 13, yeah, for sure.
What were they like?
They're nice. It was my grandpa Sam. He's gone now. My grandmom, she's still around. Maxine. Yeah, they're cool. My
Is that your
girl
mom's side?
Maxine's- Yeah. My dad's side was just Granny. Her name's Jackie. She's gone too. But my dad didn't know his dad. So that was part of the reason why he was like, I'm going to stay or I'm going to travel too. Because he's like, I don't want them to not have access to me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah. And it would be like if he still lived in Detroit, I think, all right, he'd be dead or we would never really see him because even though flying to Detroit's probably not expensive, but flying
It's
to
also
Detroit,
not a bad airport.
Yeah. Detroit.
It's really not a bad. It's a nice airport.
Yeah.
It's the nicest thing about the city, if we're
It's
being
the
honest.
airport.
And it's really nowhere near the city either. It's
Really? Yeah.
pretty far out there.
It's
Yeah.
in Dearborn.
Yeah, it's in the
much,
middle.
yeah.
It's like in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice airport.
Yeah.
I mean, but last time I was in Detroit, what I noticed about it was the only way I could describe it is have you ever played The Sims?
Yeah.
It's like playing The Sims, but there's a scratch on the CD.
Yeah.
That's the
It
everything.
just repeats.
Yeah, it's like something's off.
Mm.
There's skips. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like there's a cop that has a green mohawk.
Yeah. It's a
There's
glitch.
people that walk
Yeah.
backwards by you twice.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy in an
Yeah.
ATM getting robbed.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, this isn't Grand Theft Auto. What's happening on The
Dude,
Sims?
Detroit is a weirdo. Like weirdos come from there.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of cool guys here from Detroit, but they're betraying their weird. Because like Detroit is the weirdest city I've ever lived in, I guess. There
It
were
is-
squirrels eating ribs, dude. Shit's crazy.
Dude, I remember walking by. It's funny. I remember walking by a nightclub and everybody was dancing outside the nightclub. Like it was like they had glitched and everybody was out here, but they were supposed to be in here.
Yeah, no, it's free outside.
Yeah, it's free. I know. It's, that was the yeah.
It's still loud. It's free outside now. And you can drink as long as it's in the brown paper bag. You can drink.
Did you adjust easily going back from Detroit to Pennsylvania? Or like how was school when you were going back?
It was fine. I didn't like that was when I started to notice subtle racisms
Yeah.
for sure. Because it was all black people in Detroit, but out here it's mostly white people.
Yeah, in Lancaster, PA. Yeah, there's a lot of whites.
Yeah.
A lot of Quakers.
Yeah.
Quakers and crackers.
Yeah. I was even like in further out than Lancaster. I was like in the, not north, but closer to Philly, but in between Lancaster and Philly. It's called like the town is called Ackland,
Okay.
but the place I would be most times Parksburg for like school and shit.
Okay.
And yeah, that was fun. It was nice. And there was a place called it was a youth group called the Parksburg Point that I would go to all the time and just like hang out. It was fun and get super religious. It was fun. I would hang out there and do that's where I did all my shit. I didn't get in trouble because I'd just be hanging out there, just
Yeah.
playing video games, playing basketball, eating food, listening to God, talking about God.
What's
It was
your
nice.
what's your favorite memory with your dad? If you have one. Like what's one moment that you were like, yo, my dad's cool as shit.
Oh, dude, playing basketball.
Yeah?
Every time we were in Detroit, we go play basketball on the weekends when he was off. That's what we would do. That's when we would hang out. Because I would just go with him to the park and watch him play.
Was he good?
He was all right. I play like him today, where it's like old man 3-and-D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a 3-and-D guy. He'll run up and down the court maybe like 4 times, and he's like, all right.
He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing half court and you're walking a lot. Yeah.
That's
how I
a
play
lot of
basketball
picks.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember playing with my dad. Here's the thing. My dad was 6'9"
Yeah.
and he weighed 315 pounds.
Yeah. He was
I
dunking
mean,
on you.
Yeah. Playing basketball with my dad as a kid just like wasn't fair.
Yeah.
You know? It just wasn't, man.
Yeah.
I remember we went to the park.
You ever try to fight your dad?
No, my dad had a philosophy where he was too big to hit something as small as me. And I respected that.
That's
and
fair,
it's one of the
yeah.
reasons I don't hit my kids.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, you're right. There's a responsibility with
Yeah.
being a big person. And like,
Yeah.
even if I'm hitting half strength, I'm still a grown man hitting
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
And so I don't hit my kids, but it's mainly because of my dad. My stepdads did not have that philosophy. My stepdads had a there was
Dude.
spare the rod, spoil the
How
fucking
many of them
child.
did you like beat up?
Now my stepdad, one of my stepdads was 6'5".
Yeah.
So when I fought him, I was still like I was 6 foot, 160 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was easily able to
Yeah.
Get leverage and beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there any of them you want to run back with?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Yeah. like
As we're as we're talking about it, buddy, I'm thinking about running that fade with Randy at this moment, bro. At this moment, I'd like to have him now. I'd give anything to have that old motherfucker now. You got me when I was a kid. Let me get you as an old man, dude.
Ding ding, it's fair now.
Yep, knuckle up, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a spinning back fist on me and split my fucking head wide open. The whole
what
the scar,
dude?
the scar is right there. You can
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, a spinning back fist on me, knocked my head wide
Spinning
open.
back fist is
And-
crazy.
And I swear to God, dude, if
What
I
does
ever,
Randy do? Is he coordinated like that? Or was it like he was like, Like
No,
crotchy.
he was. I mean, you know, they grew up in the 70s and shit in the
Yeah.
country, so they fought and
yeah,
shit.
a little bit, yeah,
But he was also hitting a fucking 16, 17-year-old.
yeah.
Yeah, come hit me now,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
You got nubile skin.
Yeah, exactly. It cracked quickly. I got old hard man skin now. Hit me now, dude. Hit me now, dude. Fucking smoke will come out.
Yeah, I'm callous, bro. Yeah, smoke. So you fucked up now. You lost some of my smoke.
Bro, as you were talking about, I swear to God, I was seeing it in my head. I was saying, I don't know if you know the Apollo and Rocky picture.
Yeah.
I was seeing that, but a lot less Apollo.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot more Rocky.
Yeah, just Rocky after he wins.
Yeah.
On the shoulders. Yeah.
Oh man, dude. That was the only. My mom would do this thing when she met my last stepdad, where you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah.
The little brother would do this, and I
Brother
thought it was
Dewey.
Yeah, little brother Dewey. He would go, "Ow! Quit hitting me! Ow! Ow! Mom! Ow! Ow!"
Yeah.
And she would run in, and even though nobody was hitting him, everybody would get in trouble, and he would get what he wanted. My mom did that.
Yeah.
My mom would do that with her husbands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they would
With
be in
them?
the next room, and like I would be standing across the room from her, and my mom would be like, "John, no, get away from me," like that, and then my stepdads would rush in and be like, "Knuckle up," and so that happened once, and I ended up having to handle a stepdad.
Yeah.
But most of my mom dated dudes that were bigger than me, and it wasn't fair. Even
Yeah.
when she was messing around, dude, she messed around with like an ex-con that was like 260 pounds and could
Yeah.
bench 400. I'm like, why can't you see a weakling? Just once in your life, date a wimp. You know, he might last longer.
I mean this with all due respect, this question. Is your mom, was she hot?
So if I had to describe her, I would say a Trailer Park 8.
Ooh. Which is an everywhere else 10. Yeah.
Trailer Park, everywhere else, it's a 4.3. Anything outside of a penal system, you know what I'm saying? But no, I would
Dude,
say
a
like Trailer Park 8.
Dude. Trailer Park 8's nice.
She was hot if you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
She was hot if you've been divorced and you like belt buckles.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. If
You know
like
what I mean?
evangelical Christian ladies.
Yeah, if you have a Carhartt jacket that smells like Marlboro smoke, my mom was hot. That's the best way I can describe it. She was, like diner waitress hot.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I've not had the pleasure yet.
One day.
Once the Patreon hits, though, it's a game
Yeah.
on.
One day, dude.
Is she still around?
I don't know how the episode would go.
Yeah.
I really don't. My
Yeah.
mom's on so many, Xanax and
Yeah.
so much other stuff. She's always drunk.
Yeah, we might have to pay for security for that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that would go because my mom's not big on ownership,
Yeah.
and she's definitely not going to want to do it if cameras are on her.
Yeah.
But one day we'll see. Me and my brother will come
Dude,
on.
have you gotten an apology out of her?
No, she tells us we were bad kids. Yeah, but I mean, no bad kid deserves to be stripped
Did you
butt
go,
naked.
well, yeah, I'm so bad I fucked Veronica.
God, I'm not gonna lie. I really did enjoy the day that I got to tell her that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she went for years not knowing.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, that I did take a little bit of enjoyment
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, and I banged your best friend.
Yeah.
Take that, bitch. Yeah. When you was off getting your pussy played with in West Virginia, guess who was diddling down here in Carolina? It was me, Tammy. It was me.
We both had a good week.
Yeah. Until her boyfriend came over. Now you go handle that.
Yeah. Take care of that guy.
Mom. She brought her boyfriend.
My heart's in 2 pieces.
Yeah. That is a brutal, kind of breakup for like a 19-year-old,
Yeah,
It's like
straight up,
you
man.
think you're like, oh, this
He was
lady
laying in the
fucking
bed
loves
that
me.
I was in the night before in his underwear. What a
yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little guy too. Name was Danny. I didn't like him. I didn't like him, dude.
Yeah.
Is seething in jealousy.
Yeah,
To this
like-
day,
to
I
this
see
day,
it.
dude, it
Look
still
at him.
bothers me.
Yeah, dude, your aura changed.
My mood ring turned orange.
Fucking
Yeah,
Danny.
your mood ring's green now.
You won't like me when I think about Veronica. So you
So whenever your parents split up,
Yeah.
how was their dynamic after that? I mean, did they see each other? Were they cordial with each other, or was it a little hostile?
They're cordial. They don't see each other much unless like something's up, and then they'll go talk to each other. But they're cordial. They're not like beefing. Yeah, nothing was too bad. It wasn't like
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they were like it was an amicable split. They just had a really bad argument that day. I don't know what it was about. I just remember hearing my mom yell and being like, "This is bad," crying, and then being like, "We got to go upstairs to my brother." Yeah, it was Pokemon Monopoly, dude. We were supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
How triggering would that be if I pulled out Pokemon Monopoly right now?
I'd be fine. I'd pick up Mewtwo. I always use Mewtwo.
Oh man.
I don't like I'm not like a trigger trauma guy. Cause like that's not getting over it.
Mm.
You know? That's just leaving a wound.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm at the point now where I've done a lot of work
Yeah.
on it and I've processed a lot of it. And I understand that what happened as a kid wasn't my fault,
Yeah.
you know, but dealing with the aftermath is my responsibility.
Yeah.
And so I've taken that, you know, into account with a lot of the decisions I make in my life. I still do toxic love sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard not to,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, I was a best man at my mom's wedding twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, at two different phases in
It's
life.
guys you beat up. It's guys you
Yeah.
boxed.
Yeah. All the stepdad was a future contender.
Yeah.
You coming for the belt, champ?
He's like, you're not taking me. I had to fight a 6'9" guy.
Yeah. My dad's 6'9". I'm not scared of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember the kids being in school being like, my dad could beat up your dad. And then my dad came to lunch one time and had lunch with me.
Yeah.
And that stopped.
Yeah.
Nobody ever was like, yo, my dad could beat up your dad again.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, your dad's probably got it.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
dad's gonna squeeze my dad to death.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. My dad's a journeyman plumber, dude. He's not he's not fucking with the big show.
He has his grip's tight. That's a tight grip.
My dad looked a lot like the Undertaker.
Really?
A lot like the
That's
Undertaker.
sick.
Yeah.
That's a good dad.
It was
Yeah. Yeah.
it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
You still close with your dad now?
Yeah. We were just talking the other day. I love him.
Yeah. Eagles fan?
Lions.
Lions?
Yeah, Lions.
So he's definitely watching the game right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's over. Yeah. Every time I have like a trouble I don't know how to like deal with, I'll call my dad. I'm like, what do I do? Like, you know, there's like there's like just like man shit that happens, and you're like, I don't know what to do, bro. Like, what do I do? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird thing
Yeah.
for me, you know, not having like, you know,
Yeah.
my dad died when I was 14 and I had none but stepdads. And so I had to be self-reliant.
Yeah.
I had to always figure it out for myself.
Yeah.
I was always jealous of my friends when they got in a jam or something.
Yeah,
And they could be like, oh no, mom's got it. Dad's
Yeah.
got me. And like one of my friends, his mom is his manager. And he's a
Yeah.
nationally touring act.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
there's parental support. Let me just say this now to the camera. Let this be a Tammy's boy moment. Okay? Parental support can never be underestimated.
Yep.
Having support from a parent and somebody that not only is supposed to love you, but has the duty to love you, and someone that takes that seriously and motivates you and fucking loves the shit out of you, there's no replacement for it. There is no replacement. It is literally irreplaceable. It is priceless, and it can make or break a person.
Yeah. Nah, dude. Yeah. I remember when I started comedy, I was sitting in the backseat of my mom's car, and I was like, Mom, I'm doing comedy. And she was like, I don't think you're funny. And I was like, I think you're supposed to say that. And then she laughed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you think I'm funny. I don't know. Yeah.
I talked when my grandmother. I talked to my mom, and I did call her because her mom died, and I felt bad, you know. And even though I don't talk to my mom at all, and we were on the phone 3 minutes, and she's telling me what pills she's on, what doctor she's getting it from, and then within 4 minutes, I've got her cracking up,
Yeah.
and I just have that direct line
Yeah.
to her funny bone, and then within a few minutes, she's like, "Damn, I just miss how funny you were."
Yeah.
She goes, and I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
And I think with our parents, especially when you like go through shit together, you have that ability to be able to like
Just turn it off.
and make it light.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's dope, man.
Yeah.
What about your mom? You still talk to her a lot?
Yeah. I have to call her actually, but wait, is today the 6th?
4th.
4th. All right, cool. All right.
You didn't miss her
birthday on the
birthday?
No, I didn't. My grandma's birthday is the 9th, and I was just making sure I didn't miss it. yeah.
That's a good dude right there.
Yeah.
That's a good dude.
Yeah.
So you grew up with your grandparents a lot because your parents were working so much?
Well, no. When my parents were working, we were latchkey kids. We just get a key, and then I'd go hang. That's when I got in the most trouble in Detroit. Is when I was just in between the after school, the 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
That's the trouble hours right there. I was just fighting,
Yeah, because you got some feral kids.
gambling. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I remember one time, I don't know why we did. This kid had some glass in his hand, but like a bottle. And he was like, and we were playing like, I don't know why we did this. He's like, punch my hand. And I punched his hand, and the glass was just like shattered in my hand. And I was like, what the fuck was that about? He was like, oh, we do this at home. I was like, this fucking
Jesus,
sucks, dude. yeah.
Who were you hanging out with?
Yeah. Animals,
Get a
dude.
YouTube channel, you freak.
Yeah. Dude, we would box in the front yard.
Yeah,
But that was just uncles. That was just uncles being like, if you can throw hands, you ain't got to pick up a gun.
dude. Could you imagine? You know who Terrence Crawford is, right?
Yeah.
All right. You know what his
And
mom?
I think he's right.
You know what? Do you see the thing about them stripping his belt today?
The who?
The Terrence Crawford. They stripped his middleweight belt today because he didn't pay the $300,000 to the promoter.
No.
Yeah, it was a whole.
Oh, you're talking about the boxer.
Yeah, Terrence
Oh,
Crawford.
I thought you were talking about Terrence Howard.
Oh, Hustle and Flow. No, I don't know anything about his mom.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Yeah.
the Bud Crawford, the
Yeah.
fighter, his mom. There's an interview, and you'll have to watch it. I'll say we'll find it when we get done with the pod. But she never said "I love you" to him.
Yeah.
Not once his entire life did she say "I love you."
Yeah.
And she used to pay people, or she put basically a $10 bounty on his head, to where if you can whoop Bud, if you could beat his ass, then
She would say, I love you.
she would give him $10.
Oh.
And nobody came and collected that $10.
Yeah. yeah.
Nobody could whoop him.
Yeah.
But that relationship where it's like,
fucking weird.
it's weird. But also, he's maybe pound for pound the greatest fighter ever to live.
Yeah.
So what's the right answer?
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what you're trying to grow. If you
Yeah.
want to grow a decent human, then maybe you should say I love you and show some support.
I think isn't he like a good guy?
He's a good guy and good guy to his kids. But if you want to grow a warrior and somebody that is basically Spartan-like,
Yeah.
then you might want to, be a little bit void of love.
Yeah, but there's like, I feel like that's the thing. It's like a challenge shouldn't be void of love, but it should be the like at the end.
It should change, like a turning of a wheel.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Because discipline is love.
Discipline is love because you don't want them to be fucking fuck ups.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the things I've been looking at lately is the difference between discipline and punishment.
Mhm.
I really want to understand that.
Not
as a-
much.
I want to understand that as a father.
Yeah.
I think for me, what it means is discipline is there's still a chance to teach, and I think punishment comes when there's no longer a chance to teach.
You know when you need to discipline? When you go, I'm so disappointed in you. That's when you need to discipline. And when you punish, it's like, bro, haven't I told you about this before? You know? I'm just guessing.
Well, I mean, I think discipline is the how and the why. I think
Yeah.
you're learning cause and effect.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing when it comes to discipline. It's a teaching moment.
Yeah.
But when teaching isn't happening and they're not getting it, that's when punishment has to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that was hard for me as a parent because I was just overtly punished as a child.
Yeah.
There was no discipline.
Yeah, dude, your mom was fucking calling boys on you.
Bro, it was
Your mom was calling men to fight you. Dude.
or sticking me out in a tobacco field for
Yeah,
days on
what?
end, or giving me countless laborious tasks.
Yeah.
Cutting down a tree with a bow saw. Buddy, you name it. I've slept outside. I've taken showers. I've taken
dude.
baths and ice cold baths.
Yeah.
I've been watched masturbate. I've been stripped butt naked and ran down roads. I've been beaten. My stepdad once designed a paddle to beat me with, and then it broke over my ass.
Wasn't good.
and I fucking roasted him for it.
Bad design.
I was like, yeah, you're a master carpenter, my ass. You didn't master that paddle, dude. And then he went in there and made a new paddle, and that one did not break.
Yeah, the paddle's the easiest thing to make. Don't you just need like a steel rod and wood?
Yeah, but basically you just need wood and, a little bit of ambition.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a very rudimentary design.
It's so funny that he was like, I'll fucking show you.
Yeah. Sanding it.
Yeah, he has to put on goggles, but I'll fucking show this fucking motherfucker. Yeah.
He comes back 3 hours later, ready for your punishment.
You're like, what?
Meanwhile, you're 3 counties away.
Yeah, I'm playing Ninja Turtles in fucking Derby.
Yeah, that was always the thing, dude. Is like he was always mad we weren't this like where the red fern grows kind of kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I'm not putting on a coonskin cap and
Yeah.
running across the fucking 300 acres. We had
Yeah.
Sega.
Yeah. Dude, Sega's so much better than fucking. I can do it in the video. I do it in Sonic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I run 300 acres. I'm gonna play Green
Hill-
Hill Zone.
Green Hill Zone, Act 1, Scene 1,
Yeah.
do.
Play it a million times. I don't think I've ever actually beat Sonic. I've always made it to, because you know what level I stop at? Wait, when's the casino level?
The casino level's like the 4th or 5th one.
Okay, is that before or after the one with the arrows?
That's before.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I've ever made it to what's the level after the arrows?
Maybe you're right. Maybe the casino is after the arrows. Because I
Yeah.
know it goes chemical plant, and then it's the arrows, right? Because
Yeah.
the arrows has the water.
Yeah, there's a little bit of water in the arrows, and it's like jungly.
Yeah.
It's like a combination of all
And
three.
then I think you do casino nights, and then there's another one after
Whatever
that,
zone
and then there's
5
the
is.
plane one, right?
I don't think I've ever made it to the plane.
I have like once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only Sonic game I've ever beaten is Sonic Adventure 2. No, Sonic Heroes.
Remember Mean
Sonic
Bean
Heroes.
Machine?
Mean Bean Machine?
Yeah.
No.
That was a spinoff of Sonic. It was
Yeah.
like Tetris.
Oh, Pinball. Can't forget about Sonic.
Oh, Sonic Pinball. Dude, you remember Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Dude,
I never
Sonic on the
owned a
Dreamcast was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I never owned a Dreamcast as a kid. I bought one as an adult, and I bought a bunch of I bought Japanese games offline,
Yeah.
but I didn't know. I just bought a bunch of games on eBay, and none of them worked.
Go
None of
figure.
them worked, and I was like, "Fuck the Dreamcast."
Every time I think of
Worse than Nintendo.
Every time I think of Dreamcast, I think of that scene in Malibu's Most Wanted
Yeah.
where he's like, I got a game cast. He goes, what's a game cast? You got GameCube and you got Dreamcast.
Yeah.
It was like, I can't afford it.
Yeah, I got a fucking game cast. Yeah.
Man, this has been fun, dude. We always end this, start it simply and end it simply, which is kind of my fashion. If you have one piece of parenting advice to give to every parent out there that's raising a kid right now, based on your own childhood experience, what piece of advice would you give to somebody raising a kid?
Well, can I give, as the oldest of my mom, I have a piece of advice that I can give the kids.
Yeah, do that.
It's like be easier on your parents. It's their first time too. You know,
Yeah.
they don't know what they're doing.
I'm gonna play this for my kids.
Yeah,
Play this
'cause,
for my kids.
and,
Yeah.
and also each kid is their first because they're different people. It's not like having kids is a thing. There's general things to do with each kid,
Yeah.
but each kid has a different set of needs.
Yeah. Yeah, and always remember that kid's gonna be a person one day.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
somebody's gonna have to work next to that motherfucker.
yeah, yeah.
Share a cubicle space. So make sure you do your damn
Yeah,
job.
and parents, my advice to you is just be yourself, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be yourself and discipline. Don't beat them, but discipline.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
beat
know.
them.
I'm gonna hit my kids, I think. I'm gonna box them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like your stepdads.
I knew
That
this
sounds
guy,
like-
John, actually. I want to try something now. Come here, son.
That sounds like a more fun path. It's like you're like, all right, I worked. Now I got to go home, spar with this kid real quick. And I got to go home at work, spar with this kid, fuck his mom.
I gotta eat his cereal.
Eat his cereal.
Let's say I got a busy
At the
weekend.
same time, eat his cereal, dude. That was always the meanest thing, dude. I never understood why the dudes my mom fucked would eat my fucking cereal.
It's a dominance thing.
It really is, dude.
Because then you come home, you pour all this. There's like 3 pieces of cereal. You're like,
In like a gulp of milk.
Yeah.
And it's just a power
it's
move.
like, bro, just finish the shit.
It's like you don't need a mixing bowl to eat tricks.
Yeah.
Use a regular bowl, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, dude. There's only 3 bowls of cereal in a box of cereal now anyway.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's a scam.
I know.
It's a fucking scam.
Dude, I remember.
And I'm eating out of mixing bowls.
Oh man, I remember my mom brought a guy home one time, and he went to go eat some food, and I was working at the time at Subway, and I had paid for all the groceries, and he went to go grab something, and I'm like, and he was like, looked at my mom, and my mom was like, he paid for it, and I felt so powerful.
Yeah.
It was the most, it might be the most powerful I've ever felt in my entire life.
Where you told him you can't have that.
Yeah, it was telling my mom's fuck piece. No.
About the cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dad.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
daddy's food.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's daddy's tricks right there.
And I can see you waiting at the table with the box of cereal on the table, just munching, waiting
Yep.
for him to take it.
Yeah.
Like I see your bitch ass walking around with my cereal.
Oh, buddy, I would have been like Charlton Heston after fucking Columbine. Over my cold dead hands. Would you have taken that fucking cereal away
Charlton
from me?
Heston was alive during Columbine?
Yeah, right after Columbine, he gave a famous speech where he raised up a rifle and said, "Over my cold dead hands."
Like actor, Charlton Heston.
From Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston.
Was old enough for Columbine.
You realize he was the president of the NRA then?
No.
What?
Yeah. Look it up.
What?
Right now. Charlton Heston, president
Fucking
of the NRA.
damn dirty apes.
Yeah. We need our guns to fight these apes.
Yeah. I thought that movie came out in like the 40s.
This movie came out in the 70s.
No, it
Oh.
was like 69, I
What?
think.
Yeah. But there was like fucking 7 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Dude, he got rich off that.
Charlton Heston.
1998, 2003. Is he still alive?
When did Columbine happen?
1996, right?
Was it 96? No.
He's
No.
died in 08. Damn.
2008.
1920. He had a good
Yeah,
run.
he died a
dude.
while ago, yeah.
Dude, imagine if he was just 100 right now.
Dude, he was all about some guns, dude.
I think Betty White might have the actress living,
When was it?
the oldest actress alive record, 99.
99.
So Charlton Heston was the president of the NRA when Columbine happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember him giving a speech where he held up a rifle.
Wait.
And he
what?
goes, "Over my cold dead hands."
How do they know it lasted an hour?
I mean,
That's
there's-
crazy. It was
there's
about
vi-
an hour.
There's video.
There's video of Columbine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the school
Shit.
like cameras, right?
Have you guys
like
seen
the
it?
security cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every Christmas.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's your It's a Wonderful Life?
They all have our quirks. They're both black and white.
Dylan Roof is your Jimmy Stewart.
Dude, the Dylan Roof thing, there's only one, well, except for the incident, but there's only one part about that. Is he in jail yet?
Dylan Roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. 'Cause, like,
I'm pretty sure.
dude, that's been so long and I haven't heard about it in so long. You can sneak that guy out now.
Did they give him the death penalty?
No,
Dylan
they're
Roof?
not going to kill him. But, dude.
Well, dude, they killed somebody by firing squad in South Carolina a couple weeks ago.
True. I remember that.
Yeah. South Carolina don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, they're black, though. So he killed black people. So it might make a little bit of a difference down
He
there.
might become the patron saint of South Carolina.
The thing that made me the most mad about that thing was that, except for the killing in the church, after that, they took him to get Burger King.
Yeah.
I was like,
know.
what?
I know. And Luigi Mangione got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it a Burger King?
At McDonald's. They call him
McDonald's,
at
yeah.
McDonald's.
He is still alive.
Yeah, but what's his sentence?
Unsentenced. He's not sentenced yet, I don't think. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Trial and sentencing. Death. It's the next one. It's the next scroll.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he was found guilty.
Why are the races so specific?
Yeah, I know. Wait, for the jury.
Recommended the death penalty. But did he get it?
No. There's no way he got it. He'd be dead by now, right? Or
No, you can sit on death row for 20 years.
that's crap. You should be putting those guys down right now.
Well,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
nobody's going to argue with you, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
If you walk in a church and kill a bunch of people, I think they should maybe move you to the express lane. think you should go to the front.
Yeah.
I love AI.
Yeah, Chef
Dylan
Peter.
Roof was sentenced to death on federal charges, 9 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole on state charges.
Okay, so he is sentenced to death.
But that's the thing, though. I don't think he
That
should
way.
die. I think he should have to live with the regret, which is worse.
But what if
than
they don't
dying.
regret it? And then they're just living and being assholes on your dollar.
Yeah, he regrets it. He's gonna regret it in jail. Either he's well, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even want to see what he would look like now.
Yeah.
A lot more lipstick. All right. Well, this has been Tammy's Boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out. And then,
Yeah.
this has been fun though, man. This is this is honestly like one of the most fun episodes I've
Yeah.
done so far.
Thank you, brother.
I need to get all my guests to drink. Hey, John, why don't you start drinking? It made Tammy's Boy better.
a beer on the podcast.
I'm honest, dude. Believe me, if I was still boozing, I would be joining. But here's the gay thing: I drink gluten-free beer.
That's
I know.
all right.
I have to buy it at Whole Foods.
Everybody fucking cider.
Yeah, cider's great. I used to. The reason I quit drinking is because I took my daughter to a show, and I never drank in front of my kid.
Yeah.
And I got a shot and a cider, and my daughter looks at me like, "You drank?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah. When I do this," and she
Yeah.
goes, "Then why do you do this?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you right." And so I quit drinking, and I just stopped drinking at that moment. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, it just.
I guess, dude. But like,
And also, she looked at me and she goes, "Aren't you driving me home?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah."
man, how old is she?
At the time, she was 14.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so
God damn it.
it was enough to me to be like, all right.
Yeah, because
I'll
that's when
quit
you're
boozing.
like, you can have one. you can't go. You can have 1 or 2.
She asked me when I would start drinking again.
Yeah.
And I said, when you get it.
Yeah. How old is she now? Not to be perverted.
She's 15. She'll
Okay.
be 16 next year. But yeah, she's
Do you hate it? Raising a daughter?
no.
I hear it fucking sucks.
Nah. It's all kids are a challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All kids are a challenge.
Yeah.
As far as like, she definitely went through phases that were difficult,
Yeah.
you know. But now, like, she's super Christian, and
sick.
yeah, that's the way to go. Christian
Yeah.
or lesbian, dude.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
She's super Christian. Wants to go to school at Baylor. I'm really proud of her. She wants to be a minister.
Nice.
And she's a great kid. And I'm really lucky, man.
I wanted to be a minute. I got denied from Bible college
Yeah.
only because my grades were bad. They're like, you got to go to community college. I was like, fuck that.
I wanted to be a preacher too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. It was, yeah.
I would have been an amazing preacher.
It would have been fucking nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fun. It would have been nice, but I would have been the cussing preacher. But like, motherfucking Jesus.
Oh, you're feeling the fucking Holy Spirit in here. You're like, is he doing church or cutting a wrestling promo?
There'll be twerks in my church. They'll be twerking.
No, I'm gonna sound like Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah, for the Lord. Yeah, for the Lord.
All right, yeah. This has been Tammy's Boy. You want to let them know where to find you?
Oh,
Or-
yes. At LeMaire Lee on all social medias. LEMAIRELE. And then Panties in Your Mouth podcast. Yes, listen to that. It's good.
Panties in your mouth. Listen to it.
Yeah.
You know where to find me. You know where I'm at. Come back next week. This has been Tammy's Boy. Make sure you're doing the thing where you're liking and subscribing, sharing it. You keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep doing what we're doing, trying to make this the best podcast in the whole damn world. We love you. Thank you for coming.
Did your family bring joy? Was your childhood destroyed? Hey, it's Tammy's Boy. Is your mama alive? Did your daddy make you cry? Hey,